welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to potty train fast in less than a week and how to train boys specifically. So because of the coronavirus situations and because you need to stay at home, and I think the situation will be like until May or June or July, we don't know. So you have a lot of time if you're staying at home. I think this is the perfect situation if you haven't potty trained your child, and the weather is getting warmer as well. As you can see, it's really sunny here in Vancouver, so I think it's a really good time to potty train your son or your daughter. I'm gonna share some tips how to potty train your child, and if you have boys, I'm gonna share you extra tips as well from the experience that I learned. So stay tuned. If you haven't watched my previous video, you can make sure to click that one as well. I'm gonna put the link below. On that video, I mentioned about what's essentials during the potty train, and I'm gonna divide this video in a couple sections. Number one is when did I potty train my son, and when should you potty train your child. Number two, and what are the essentials that you need to potty train, or what are the one that you need to prepare for potty train. Number three is how I potty train. Number four is what I wish I know before I potty train my child, so you don't share the same mistakes as I did. And number five is what really works when you potty train, so you can keep your sanity instead of going insane. So yeah, again, I think right now is the perfect timing to potty train your child because you need to stay at home and the weather is getting warmer. You don't need to force yourself to stay at home, because before it was like kind of hard for me. I didn't want to stay at home before. Like you need to like stay at home like for a week or like 4 days at least. So I think right now is the perfect timing. So if you want to start potty train, start now. So when did I potty train Brandon? So I did his potty train when he was 2 years and 3 months old, because at that time I wanted him to get into the preschool, and the preschool is kind of strict. He need to be fully potty trained before he can get in. And so at that time it was springtime. So when you're deciding to potty train your child, you need to see whether your child is ready or not. You can tell by his behavior. But for me at that time, even though he's not ready, I need to potty train him fast before he get into the school. And at that time I spare me like a couple months before he's 2.5 years old, so I have time, and I have like time to learn how to do potty train fast. Number two, I'm going to share what are the essentials during the potty train. Number one is you need the potty seats. So even though I potty train Brandon right away on the big potty seats, you still need the toilet seats, the ring, for them to sit down because their bum bum is still really small, so you need to get that. And the one that I have is from MUNCHKIN. I love that one. So you can always potty train them on the small seats or the big seats. It depends on whatever they prefer or whether they are ready already or not on the big one. But I heard like pro and cons for both. I decided to train him to the big one right away because I just don't want to like clean all the poos on the small seat. I just want to like flush right away. And they say if you train them on the small one, later on you need to train them to the big one. So I was thinking I don't want to potty train him twice, so that's why I started to go to on the big one. But the MUNCHKIN one is really good because you can use that as a stool as well. So I highly recommend that one, and the height is perfect. It's not that low, it's not that high, so you can use that when they're washing their hands or when they're using that when they pee. Number two is you need steps. So at first I thought I don't need extra steps because I have the potty seat already. He can use that as a step. But if you have boys like me, they will use that when they're peeing standing up. So and then they need to flush it and they need to wash their hands. Sometimes they're lazy to move the seat from one place and to another, and sometimes when they are two something, they are really small, and that one is kind of heavy. So I would suggest that you can get like stools, like the one that I have is from Hans Sans. I'm gonna show you the picture here. I love that one. They have so many kinds. They have girly one, they have like the masculine one, and for Brandon I got the construction one and it was on sale as well. He loves that one. And then I would suggest the steps that have like 2 steps because you can use it for a long time. IKEA has it as well, Amazon has it as well. It doesn't have to be like the fancy one, but so you don't need to keep moving back and forth between the when they pee and when they wash their hands. And when they poo, they need to like climb up to the big seat as well, so I highly suggest to get steps and the potty seat. Number 3 is to prepare rewards. So you can prepare any kind of rewards that you want, but I would suggest like you have sticker rewards. You can buy it at Dollar Tree, like a bunch of like stickers that you can put on their hand whenever they did a good job or pee at the toilet or like poo at the toilet. And what really works for Brandon is the sticker reward charts. So I'm gonna show you if I can find them. So they have like it's like a piece of paper. They have like so many columns, so it's like 25 columns, I believe. So every time he pee, I will give him like 1 stickers. Every time he poo at the toilet, he will get 2 stickers. When it is full, he will get 1 item from the dollar stores. So he was like so happy and excited when I potty trained him, and when he did a good job, I was like clap my hand. I was like doing the potty train dance and give him stickers, and when he can achieve his goal, he can get 1 item and he can pick whatever they want, 1 item from the dollar store. And another item that works for him as well is vitamins gummies, because I don't want to give him like chocolate or stuff because it's not healthy. You can if you want, yeah, because they will like pee so many times in a day. I don't think it's a good idea to give like chocolate, but I would suggest stickers. And if you want, if they can poo, you probably can give them like vitamins gummies. Brandon is obsessed about that one, and it's not like gummies candy, it's like vitamins, so it's good for them. Number 4 is you need to prepare underwear, like cute underwear. It will motivate them to like potty train. And the one that I got is from H&M. It's the Disney Cars one, and he loved it. I love the size as well. They have so many sizes, and Brandon was really small at that time, and it really fit on him. And they have like a really small one as well. And I got another one, Paw Patrol one, on Amazon. It has a good review, but to be honest, I really don't like that one. It's more expensive than H&M one, and but the when you wash it and you dry it on the machines, it can shrink, and then like the rubber band, it can really dig into his skin. So when I put the underwear when he go to school for 3 hours, when he got home there will be like a rubber band mark. I don't really recommend that one. I recommend the one from H&M. So this is the one that I got from H&M, and I love it. This one is really good, and it's small enough so it can fit him, even though he's kind of like skinny. And this one is the one that I got from Amazon. This one is not my favorite because at the end of the school, like after 3 hours, it will dig into his like belly area and it leaves some marks. Even though it looks really cute, but yeah, I love this one better because I think it shrinks when I wash and dry it. Number 5 is to have a good pull up. Because when you potty train at that time, they will pee less, and when they pee a lot, so less frequently, but when they pee, the quantity will be like more. So if you use like the not really good one, they will like leaking so many times. I was like really frustrated until I talked to my friend that have like a boy as well. She recommended me this brand, GOODNITES, and I ordered an extra small one, and I've been using it until now for nap time and bath time, and I love that one. It's really good compared to other brands like Pampers or something. I highly suggest that one, even though sometimes it's a little bit more expensive if it is not on sale, but I love that one. And another tips is if it is not wet, I still reuse it the next day, because when you potty train them good later on during the nap time or bath time, sometimes they don't pee at all, so I will use it the day after. But I don't do this when they're a baby because they have a really sensitive skin. At that time, if he wear it like for 3 or 4 hours, even though there's no pee at all, if it's empty, I will throw it out. I don't want him to have rash or anything. I don't know what's the right way, because I feel like if I'm on period and even though I don't have anything on my pad, it's still really itchy when I wear it like for 3 to 4 hours. That's why when he was like a baby, I still change it even though it's like empty. But because he's bigger now, and if it's itchy, he can tell me, and then yeah, it's just really expensive for the pull up if I keep changing it if it's empty, because most of the time it's dry now. Number 6 is this thing that I got from Amazon. Is a life lifesaver if you have boys, because even though sometimes you go out and they pee already, they still say, I want to pee in the car. So if you have this, you can always bring them, put it in your car or your diaper bag, so you can just open it up, stop the car, and then ask them to pee there. And we bought this during our cruise to Alaska when we go to the town, when we did the excursions.
Sometimes I say that
And for the book recommendation, I suggest this book by Michael Dawn. It's How to Potty. He loves this book. I actually borrowed this book after he's fully potty trained. So next section will be how I potty train Brandon. So the first one is I potty train him to the big toilet right away using the ring that I got from the Munchkin. Number 2 is I train him poo first instead of pee. It really depends on the child. I heard so many people, for the kids, they like to pee at the toilet, but for poo, they like to poo at the diaper. So it's really different for every kid. But for Brandon, somehow he liked to poo at the toilet better, because I don't know why. So it's easier for me because it's really yucky anyway, and I don't need to keep throwing out my diapers every day because he can poo at the toilet. Number 3 is, this is the one that doesn't work, but I will share it with you anyway, because our house have carpet here and there, like at the living room and the bedroom. So we thought, because we have time anyway, we have like about 2 or 3 months, we didn't put him on pants, but we put him on pull up, and we will go to the toilet every 15 minutes and to train him to pee. But it didn't really work for us because he has a diaper on, so he thinks he's really safe to pee on the diaper, and he doesn't have that accident experience. So we trained him for 1 month. At the end, we need to redo it. At the end, we did a cold turkey for about 4 days, and about 1 week I stayed at home, and at the end he got the concept already. So cold turkey, no underwear, no pull up, no pants. So like every half an hour we go to the toilet, and at first it was like every 15 minutes. So I don't suggest that because it will drive you crazy. I would say every half an hour, every time he wants to eat, before he sit on the high chair, you can put him down on the toilet seat first. And so at first I trained him to pee sit down, but after that, when he go to the school, he saw his friends peeing standing up, so at the end he pee standing up. So I prefer that one anyway. So if you go outside, go to the toilet, public toilet, you can just like hold him and leave him, and then he can just pee, so it's not like dirty or anything. He doesn't need to sit on the toilet seat. And how I potty train him, at first I read a lot of like Pinterest, YouTube video, a lot of books, and I set alarm for every 15 minutes. I ask him to go to the toilet and ask him whether he wants to pee. Of course, first time he didn't get the concepts. He doesn't want to say if he wants to pee. Sometimes he has accidents, but that's okay. And then later on I changed it to like every half an hour instead of like 15 minutes. And number 5 is the one that I said I did a cold turkey, no pants, no pull-ups, no underwear. And then when he had accident, he got the concept. And at that time, because if you have carpets, you can just put like bed sheets, plastics, tablecloth, and like the one that I waterproof, you can just put it everywhere on the living room. And I just use that one, plastic tablecloth, like a lot of like old bed sheets, a lot of like towels to put on the sofa, and the carpets everywhere. So when he had accident, I didn't go crazy. And you can always train him to pee before sleep, after he wake up, before eat, after eat, before you go out later on, and after you go out, even though you will stay at home for 4 days to 7 days at home. Number 7 is you can train them to pee standing up, you can train them to pee sitting down. Next is, if you have boys, ask them to push the pee down, because I didn't know this before, otherwise the water will go everywhere. And next, don't worry, at first you need to help them to pull down the pants, but later on they will get the concept and they will pull down their own pants. They will pull down their own pants, they will flush it, and they will wash it. it just takes time. Don't worry about it. And then later on, when they're having success, when they're pee and poo at the toilet, just do like a huge praise, give them rewards, do the potty dance, and they will be really happy. Number 10 is don't shame them if they had accidents. And when he had accident at school, with me and my teacher don't talk about it in front of him, so he will not get shy. So don't get mad, don't get angry, just remain neutral. And how I potty train them is to give them a lot of water as well during these training sessions. So don't give them a lot of like salty items, just give them a lot of water so they can learn to pee, because they drink a lot of water and they want to pee, so they can practice. So that's my suggestions. And what I wish I knew, so what I wish I knew at the time is, number 1 is to push the pee down. It was like I had an accident before, so I watched another YouTube video until I know. And number 2 is that there is an existence of good pull-ups, so you don't need to stress out about the leaking diapers or pull-ups. And later on, you can know that when they pee, you will see their body language. They will like shake their body, and then they will like and then tiptoe their toes. So don't worry, you will know later on. Pee standing up is easier for boys instead of like sitting down. Number 5, what really works is the right timing. So if your son or daughter is not ready, I don't know how you train them. It's just like really frustrating for you, so just wait until they're ready, when they understand and can communicate better as well. Number 2 is ask them to look at their daddy if they're boys, and if they're looking at their friends or big brothers, they will potty train. They will get potty trained so much faster. Number 3 is no underwear, no pants, no pull-ups. Number 4 is to have potty seats and stools on every bathroom that you have if you can, so you don't need to keep moving it around, and he doesn't need to keep moving around as well. Number 5 is to learn about their body language, so you will know when they want to pee, because sometimes right now if he wants to pee, sometimes if he's playing or watch TV, he will hold it as well, and sometimes he will have accidents. So if you know their body language, you can bring them to the washroom. Number 6, you don't have to go to the toilet every 15 minutes. You can just do it every half an hour or something, and you can give them a lot of water during the potty train. Number 7 is to give them a lot of like praise and rewards when they succeed to pee and poo at the toilet. It really makes a difference, so it can encourage them as well. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and I hope this video really useful for you. I know it's really frustrating time, but don't worry, this too shall pass, and it will be really worth it at the end. You will save money. You don't need to buy a lot of diaper or pull-ups, and later on they can go to the toilet by themselves.
Sometimes